Hello, welcome to CLSB Politics. Sean Briscoe speaking. So, what's going on in Texas? Seriously, I have never seen this before, but I got to give it context before I kind of blow it up. So let's look at the math of Texas. Now I have quite a few videos on Texas. I have the 19 counties we've got to concentrate on, and I've done the demographic breakdown. We're going to do a little bit of review of that, but this will freak you out a little bit. It freaked me out. So this is Texas, the population, and then our demographics. You can see that the millennial bump there is bigger than any of the other population groups in Texas. In fact, Texas is kind of, for the size state and its size population, it's 3.5 years younger than the rest of the United States on average combined. We grow at like 4 million every 10 years, which is nuts. That's just crazy. So we're an insanely fast growing state. Demographically, we're very young, and population wise, we're less than half the population of the state is white. So this is the thing that blew my mind. Okay, so I circled the population densities in the 2020 census, right? And now if you look at this statewide voter increase from January to September, that's just this year. That's not even counting last year. And for those of you who've been watching my channel, you know I've talked about the I-35 corridor, which is that little line of green that's kind of in the middle of the map there. That's the I-35 corridor. It starts in Dallas and it goes all the way down, and it ends in San Antonio. Now, in Dallas, look around. You see all those light green. You see those 4 counties. By the way, those 4 counties, Denton, Collin, Tarrant, and Dallas County, by 2050, 98% of the population in Northeast Texas is going to live in those 4 counties. So those 4 counties have just blown up with voter registration. Those 2 counties north of Dallas and Tarrant, Collin and Denton, are all suburbs in corporate offices, but mostly suburbs. As far as voters are concerned, suburbs. And we knew that when Roe got overturned, that those suburbs were going to become a problem for the GOP. Well, congratulations. It's a problem for the GOP. So, but then it got even crazier, something I didn't expect to see. If you look just outside those 4, you see they're light green, which means they had really good growth. You understand the population there isn't all that big. So they definitely have grown. Just to give you an idea, if you go further down, you'll get to Bell County. So you see Austin there, and then you've got the county just north of that, and then you've got the county just north of that. That's Bell County. I was watching that county all last year, right after Roe, and there was nothing but women registering to vote. I think the vast majority of this is women voters registering. I don't have the hard data on that, but based on, because I watch Bell County kind of like the canary in the coal mine. And when I saw their voter universe start to blow up, that started telling me a bunch of things. Now, all up and down the I-35 corridor, we've seen huge voter registration. That's also like these counties are growing at 10% a year. So 4 years ago, you can imagine the amount of growth that's happened. Actually, I think Travis County was like 12% one of those years. Anyway, nuts, double-digit percentage growth, and that's incredible. That means unless you've canvassed those counties in the last 18 months, you truly have no idea what's going on in those counties. Just too much growth. Then let's go look at Houston. Those are those 3 big green blobs right there. Well, only one of those Houston. The others are the suburbs around Houston. And like every county that's touching that has just had a huge voter growth, because green is good, right? So those light greens are doing better, and I'm telling you, those suburbs of Houston, especially the way that the state and the Republicans have treated their ISD, independent school district, for those of you that don't know what that is. And just the way the Republicans have come down on, and you got to understand the populations we're talking about. Houston, you could fit all of Wisconsin in Houston. That's how big it is. It's ridiculous. And then you go further south and look, Brownsville, they've got growth in their voter. So you're looking at those, and then El Paso also has high voter registration growth. Now, anything dark purple means that it's shrunk. So I want to put that in some context. Okay, so Ted Cruz, this was the last time he ran against Beto, right? Those are the numbers. This is where where Beto won and where Ted Cruz won. So anything red, Cruz won. All right, he only won by 219,427 votes. The new voters in Texas, 539,167. Now, do you notice anything about this map? I'm just going to let you stare at it for a hot minute. Yeah, all those blue dots have insane growth, and all those counties around those blue dots have insane growth. Ted Cruz, you got problems. You got really, really big problems. This is not, I've never seen anything like this. I don't think anyone's ever seen anything like this. This explains why the DSCC was throwing millions and millions of dollars into Texas as of like a few weeks ago, because I'm sure they saw this data and went, there is blood in the water. Ted Cruz, you got a problem. And that's really where I'm at. Ted Cruz has a huge problem. So Republicans don't like him. Democrats loathe him. All right. When Texas had that big freeze, when lost like 800,000 people died, and he was like out in the islands hanging out with his fam. He left his dog behind. I mean, nobody likes Ted Cruz. He's a sitting U.S. senator, and he hasn't done anything for Texas in years. But don't worry, his podcast, he just celebrated his 400th episode of his podcast. So, that being said, Ted Cruz, you, my friend, and you are not my friend, are in a world of trouble. So, let's say Montana goes Republican, which I'd like to point out, all the polling is Republican. I've gone back and looked. It's a 3% margin, so it's definitely within the margin of error. And, Tester might pull it out. But you got to understand, if the Democrats win Texas, that's a complete gutting of the GOP. Like, there is no coming back. There is no, oh, well, we're going to, pick up something here, pick up something. No. Without Texas, effectively, there is no Republican Party. So if they pull this off, God, I hope they do. And they get Ted Cruz out. Now you got to understand, Ted Cruz is pulling way below Trump. Because remember, Trump don't even like Ted Cruz. And Ted Cruz bent the knee and kissed the ring and did all that stuff. Ted Cruz, you got problems. And I'm super broken up about it. Hate Ted Cruz. So, that being said, everyone, register to vote. These are the deadlines. I put this up on the community page. If you're in Texas, holy crap, you got to register to vote. I'd just like to thank you, everyone, for watching this episode. This was probably my one. This is a personal episode for me, because I've always said if we could gut Texas, we'd win this. So just thank you for watching this. Check your voter status, especially if you're in Texas, because the Republicans are not idiots. They will absolutely start gutting the voter reg. We've already seen them start doing it. They know they're cooked. All right. They will do every dirty trick. Check your voter status. Like and subscribe to this page. Share this to every Texan you know. This is a huge Huge deal. Like, this is the end of the GOP. That's what this episode's talking about. It's incredible. If you'd like to support the work that I do on this page, on this channel, we have a PayPal at CLSP Politics. Guys, Wisconsin's doing great. We're working really hard. Our programs have tripled in the last week. It's my little update there. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed and everyone who's sharing my videos. It's working. We're getting the word out. All right. So hope everyone has a great day. I know I'm having a great day.